to this happy place. Welcome.
Welcome to the Magic on Main Street podcast. I'm Sean.
And I'm Tabitha.
Over the better part of a decade, our little family has lived the Disneyland lifestyle. As an ex-cast member and now longtime annual pass holders, we've been surrounding our lives with Disney. From Disneybounding to pin trading,
Exclusive items and all the food.
we've fully immersed ourselves in the culture that Walt built. We've done it all and have made some great friends and memories over the years.
We'll be sitting down with friends and other Disney junkies to share our stories and advice.
We'll be your one-stop shop for Disneyland history and trivia and all the insider information you could ever ask for on merchandise, food, shows, attractions, and everything else you should know about the parks.
Our goal is to bring a little magic to your ears each week by sharing our Disneyland journey with you.
This is Magic on Main Street.
And here you may savor the challenge and promise of the future.
Hey everyone, I'm Sean.
And I'm Tabitha.
And it is our intro promo episode numero 0.5.
Oh yeah, it is point.
0.5. This is the promo. This is the Magic on Main Street podcast. And with Tabitha and myself, we have the resident cute kid, Kenzie.
Hi.
Hi. And our awesome sound engineer, producer, the man of the future, the Colonel. It's Daniel Proc. DProc95 on Instagram. Don't forget. And we can't forget, we have a mascot.
We do.
It's Scar the Kitten. At Scar the Kitten on Instagram.
Did you hear him? He said hi.
He said hi. He still has an Instagram.
He does.
Check it out. At Scar the Kitten.
I'm bringing it back.
That's fun. So today we are so excited because this again is our promo episode of Magic on Main Street. We've got a lot of fun in store, so please follow along. It's going to be a blast. We're going to talk about a lot.
So much.
A lot. This
So
is
much
going to be
stuff.
action-packed every week. Once a week. We're doing this.
Well, I mean, this has been 7 years of
7.
Disney, just as us as like a couple and a family. That's not counting like your years as a cast member.
I was a cast member.
Me just going with my family
You
and
would
looking
go
forward to it every year.
Just cause. Yeah, no, we've got there's a lot of Disney experience in this room. Kenzie's been going for literally 90% of her life. I don't know if that's, I don't do math. So
She's 11. She's been since she was
since she was
5,
sure.
4,
Oh man.
50,
About
62.5%.
Yeah, we'll go with that. So yeah, we've got a lot of Disneyland experience, a lot of Disneyland knowledge. We go a lot. And so we're going to be able to inform our new audience. That's you out there.
Hi, friends.
We're going to be talking about news about the parks, anything that's coming up, special events, history, trivia,
Food. All the food. My favorite part of Disneyland.
Yep.
Every churro you could imagine.
There are so many churros.
It's insane how many churros.
With all these holiday churros, Halloween, Christmas, Flag Day maybe is the next one. We'll talk about attractions, what's past, what's new, what's coming up, all the entertainment. The thing that we follow a lot, and we have friends that follow along as well, merchandise.
The new color.
The new color came out. So we'll be talking about not only merchandise that they sell in the parks, but merchandise that we've come across from independent sellers on like Etsy and eBay and friends on Instagram.
Ooh, there's going to be a lot of shout outs to all the people who have really cute ears
Absolutely.
that I haven't bought yet on Etsy.
And if you want to send us free stuff, fine. If not, no hard feelings. We'll still talk about you guys and how cool you
love
are.
Free stuff, but I love helping people more.
I do love helping
Ding.
people. Ding. I feel like there should be like a sound effect there or something.
Excuse me, D-Proc.
Maybe like
Dring.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's D-Proc on the chimes.
The chimes.
On the chimes. But again, I cannot reiterate. I can't say this enough. Food.
So much.
We've been obsessed with food lately. In the time that we've been going, we have not been so about food as much as we are now.
Well, we were also very newly together, very broke. So we couldn't really buy much
true.
in the park.
It's true. This came after a really long stretch of being away from the parks.
Oh gosh. So
2
now
years.
we're jumping in like feed me everything. Let me buy it all.
So we did the Halloween churros. A lot of desserts, not just churros.
One of those days was a real bad day, though. I had such a bad stomachache, and you were like, "We have to keep eating." We said we were gonna do this, and I was so upset.
I went into a coma at one point. It was not good. So yeah. Oh, and something I'm excited about, and I don't even know if I told you this. I'm gonna end every episode with a quote from the man that started this all, Walter Elias Disney.
Precious.
But that's coming later. That's at the end.
Okay.
So nothing right now. I'm not giving it away. This is the beginning. This is the beginning, guys.
You're witnessing
you
history.
People in this room, sniffly girl in the corner, Kenzie.
She's crying because she's so excited.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah. Okay.
She's so emotional. Look at her. She's so
Kenzie,
emotional.
are you excited? Yeah. Kenzie will join us from time to time. And don't worry, everybody that's listening, this will be a family-friendly podcast.
She's going to... Why do you look at me when you say family friendly?
Oh, no, I was just saying.
Oh, I was like, looked at me like I was in trouble. I was like, I haven't said anything. Watch your mouth is
what I'm saying.
I have the mouth
of
a
potty
fairy
mouths.
godmother.
Oops. No potty mouth.
Kenzie can do a special segment on hidden Mickeys around the park because she finds them better than anyone I know.
She does. That's true. She found one yesterday when we were out at Carthay Circle. Where'd you find it at?
I found a hidden Mickey under the 1901 sign.
Like on the ground?
Yeah, and it was like in the floor tiles, kind of.
Oh, like the spots, the speckles?
Yeah.
See? There's your first hidden Mickey of our show. We're going to have to not do the rap horns.
But it's my favorite.
It's so fun, but can you imagine us? It'd be like everything we say.
Because it's
like,
so
oh my
exciting.
gosh, did you know that the bathrooms in Tomorrowland are redone? Like it's not gonna. It doesn't work for everything.
No, we have a max of 1 per episode.
Okay, 1. No, it's got to be like 2.
Oh,
like 2.
At least 2. Okay.
Okay, we'll limit ourselves to 2 rap horns per episode. We're gonna strike the last 2. We get 2 more.
One.
Daniel gets okay. So 2.
Plus
Daniel
the
gets the 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every time we say D-Proc.
D-Proc. No, you ruined 1. You just used 1. That's not right. That's not how I wanted to do this. Oh,
it's my favorite.
We're gonna try and not do air horns, but
wait.
Speaking of the podcast that we're doing right now, we should do that.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna start off our intro episode with that was a voiceover. We paid a lot of money for that.
Yeah.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Okay, so we're gonna kick this off with a question.
Yes.
To Kenzie. Tell us what your favorite thing about going to Disneyland is.
My favorite thing about going to Disneyland is eating all of the foods and hanging out with my family.
Aww, how cute. We'll keep going with you then. We'll
get anything.
We'll keep paying for your pass. I'm so sorry. We'll keep paying for your pass. Oh, okay. Speaking of, that's a good topic. When it comes to Disneyland and pass holders, it's funny because like you want to let your friends know how often you can see them, right? So like you speak in terms of like it's like a what's it called? A caste system? Class system?
I'm not sure where you're going with this.
Where it's like, oh, hey, what pass do you have? And it's like, oh, I've got the Signature Plus, and it's like, oh, that's cool. And then it's like, I tell people, oh, I've got the Signature. So like, I can go pretty much whenever I want, except for the 2 weeks around Christmas time. But, but then like, if somebody's like SoCal, it's like, oh man, I'm sorry.
You can go Monday through Thursday and I work during that time.
It's not because they have a different pass. It's because I know we can't hang out with them.
Yeah.
Because they can't come when we go.
Yeah, because
we can't go on weekdays.
Working Monday through Friday and then having an hour plus drive to Disneyland is not really my favorite thing.
Yeah, no. It's a long drive. We live in the beautiful city of Southern California wine country. Temecula, California. So to us, a trip to Disneyland is about an hour 20 door to door. We can get into the park, like walking in the gate at an hour 20.
And that's if the 91 is behaving.
But
Fast
yeah,
track.
so it's not that your pass is inferior by any means. It just means if you go on a SoCal pass, I can't hang out with you because you're there during the week. We got to figure this out. So what we did, which I recommend to everybody, this is your first tip. First tip, Magic on Main Street tips. We need a jingle for like tips.
It just kind of reminded me of the Doofenshmirtz
Did you hear
jingle.
Scar the cat? Scar the kitten? You just
Hi, Scar Buddy.
Meow.
The Doofenshmirtz jingle. That's what you sounded like. Doofenshmirtz Able Incorporated.
Oh.
Is that
Magic on
trademarked?
Main Street tips and tricks.
Is that trademarked? Don't know.
Oh, I think we just made our first jingle. First jingle. There's a lot of firsts going on today.
I
This is
really
so fun.
wanted to do the horns.
No,
just
you've got to save it. There's always time for an air
stopped
horn.
myself.
You can wait for the perfect opportunity. Anyway, so
Anywho.
as I said, have the signature pass. So I'm going most days, but we did the flex pass for the ladies.
Which has only been a bummer, like maybe once.
Yeah, and the reason we did it that way is because you only need one higher pass to get the parking. Because if we went,
Life hacks.
we go a lot. I mean, we're there almost every weekend, sometimes twice a weekend.
Yeah.
And in our heyday, we went up to 5 days in a week. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I didn't work a corporate job
And
then.
yeah, and then
Go to school.
that was also when they were doing like the 24-hour days. Remember the
Oh,
rave in front of the
gosh.
castle?
Yes.
Oh, we've got stories.
Kenzie slept the entire day.
Yeah,
She was ready to go hard, and we got there.
Yeah.
She was awake for like 4 hours and then slept the entire time.
yeah,
That's the only time we ever had a stroller at Disneyland.
that's true. First time and last time.
for the baby.
Yeah.
Even
Oh,
when I was a baby, or I was a
Youngling.
youngling.
yeah, I didn't have a stroller.
Yeah, no, never.
Walk
you had to
or
walk.
bust.
Yeah, I trained you right. That's why you're such a great Disneylander. It really is. Because parents, let me tell you, if you train your kids to stay in a stroller the entire time you're at the park, they will be dependent on that stroller
Can't hang.
for the rest of their toddlerhood.
I sometimes still want a stroller.
So if you
and
teach them
I'm
to
not a
walk,
toddler.
that's true. If you teach them to walk, no pixies upsies, no
Aw.
strollers. Well, I mean, within reason.
So sad.
You just teach them to enjoy walking the park. It's fun, actually. Get your cardio in, like 10 miles on a good day. Oh, that was our first tangent. We were talking about passes. Our first tangent.
Aw,
Oh, so many firsts.
I wanted to do
Don't
that
do
once
it.
again.
Don't do it.
What are we saving them for, though?
You'll know when the
Right
moment's
time.
right.
Okay, we'll lock eyes.
Back to the passes. Got the ladies' flex passes. Got one signature pass because we're there a lot. We knew that we'd pay a bunch of money on parking. So we went with one signature for the parking and then 2 flex passes. We've run into maybe 2 problems. But the one big problem was we could get into Disneyland, but DCA for a good amount of time because of the Halloween parties.
Yeah, they were closing down at 6.
Yeah.
Or
And so
5,
reservations for DCA or Disney California Adventure Park, for those of you who don't know,
Ding.
we could go to DCA for either just a few hours or not go at all because it was blocked out.
Mm-hmm.
And then run into a couple problems around the holiday time, but it's not that bad.
No, I did want to go. I think it was a Saturday a couple weeks ago, and Disneyland was blocked out. But that was
Yeah.
really the only time that we've had
It's infrequent.
Disneyland.
So know your passes, people. And no matter what pass type you carry,
We still love you.
no matter where you live, where you're from, what kind of pass you have, if you're an annual pass holder, please don't be an annual pass hole.
Oh.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Yeah. Anyway, so Tabitha, here's your first question.
Oh.
There's not many. We're making this time
Short and
effective.
sweet.
Not short, just right.
Okay.
Just right. We're going to get just enough information in here to set it up for episode number 1,
Episode 1.
which we'll talk about in a minute.
The Phantom Sean.
I like that. Episode 1. No, promo episode. Here we are. Tabitha,
Promo.
what, as an adult, because I feel like the question never comes up about, oh, why do you like Disneyland if you're a kid? Like, kids love Disneyland. As an adult, what got you into Disneyland to where you made the decision to buy yourself an annual pass?
My first annual pass, me and a friend from high school went for her birthday. It was me, her, and her boyfriend at the time. And then, like, that very next weekend, we were like, what do we want to do? Like, that was when Mad Tea Party was still a thing. And we were like, this is insane. What is this? This is so funny. Like, we had a blast. So that next weekend, we were trying to figure out what we were going to do.
Pause. Explain what Mad Tea Party is.
Oh,
for those of you who have not had the luxury.
Can you hear the fangirls crying miles and miles away?
Oh my God, it's the Mad Hatter. Not me, the Mad Hatter on stage.
So the Mad Tea Party was weird versions of Alice in Wonderland characters, like
kind of like Tim Burton-y.
Yeah,
kind of like the Tim Burton.
And they were a band, and they would play songs, and then there would be what were the dancers called?
You don't know
the hottest
deck in town.
I couldn't remember it.
The Mad Tea Party dancers.
Yeah. So, and then they would dance every once in a while. And then there would be the White Rabbit DJ. Sean would get down.
I did. I danced my face off at Mad Tea Party.
Oh, it was so sweaty.
It was like, it was part of my
persona.
Yeah. I mean, part of my persona, I guess. It's what made.
That's what made you the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, yeah, really, yeah, absolutely.
Because that's how people would come find
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so we went to that.
So a mini rave, if you will, with a band.
A little bit.
At Disneyland.
There's alcohol.
Yeah.
I was not 21 at the time, though, so I was not partaking. Yeah, so we had gone one weekend. Then the next weekend, we were trying to figure out something we wanted to do. Couldn't figure it out. We were like, oh, we should just go walk around Hollywood. We got to like Hollywood Boulevard exit on the 101 freeway. And we were like, what if we just went to Disneyland again? So I kept driving. I didn't get off the freeway. And then we bought passes. And we couldn't believe that we did that. And then we told our moms. And our moms were like, why are you wasting your money on that? But we ended up going all the time.
Wasting money.
Yeah. Which is funny because my mom is always like, I want to go to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom. Love you.
It's funny because you'll get people that will kind of like poke fun at people who go to Disneyland a lot like us. Why do you go to Disneyland so much? Because why do you watch football? That's not my jam. I like Disneyland.
I'm not mad at you for watching people run back and forth.
Isn't it a waste of money? Don't you ever get tired of it? You ever get tired of breathing? I ask you.
Sometimes.
Yeah. And look at us now. On top of the world. Making millions off of this podcast.
Oh, girl can dream.
The money's already rolling in.
Can you hear? Watch. Here, throw a stack of money, Kenzie.
Did you hear it?
Money.
Good times.
Money. It's crazy. But yeah, I just started going all the time. Made some friends that I'm still not like super close with, but still friends with today. And then I met you, which
that's true.
I mean, here we are. That's how it all started.
Yeah.
And it became home.
What a magical story.
Magical.
Deep rock. What a magical story. So not forced at all.
Just love it.
Let's go edit it in.
Good thing we have an editor. Wait, it's you.
We're trying to just flow.
Yeah, we're flowing. So I worked at Disneyland. I don't know if you know this.
I do.
My wife.
I've heard many a story
that
I did not believe until recently.
That is fun. So I worked at Disneyland for a couple summers. Well, I mean, a couple years, but mostly during the summer. I worked part-time, only on the weekends. I was actually working as an EMT and an athletic trainer and working at Disneyland all at the same time.
Okay, overachiever.
I know. I'm old. And I was
ancient.
I'm the ancient one, as Daniel calls me. I was actually employed at Disneyland when Disney California Adventure Park opened.
It was centuries ago.
It was so long ago. It was in 2001? 2001. Fact check. Yeah, so I worked there. So I actually got to go on California Screamin', which is now the Incredicoaster. I got to go on that as a test run.
February 8th, 2001.
Yeah, that's what I said,
Disneyland
2001.
California Adventure Park's opening day.
Yeah, exactly. So 2000 and 2001 is when I worked there. So I worked there for a couple years. I worked on the Davy Crockett Explorer canoes, which I have to say it was fun.
So precious.
We got to wear leather-esque pants with fringe on the side.
And little vests.
We got to like roll up our sleeves like tough guys. It was a yellow shirt, actually kind of mustardy. And we got to wear a coonskin cap.
They don't wear them anymore.
Nobody ever wears them. They wear them on their belt. The rule was, fun fact, the rule was you had to have the hat on your body, not on your head,
Nobody said way.
on your body. So loophole, they put it through their belt hole. They would just throw it through their belt.
Huh.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
The more
Isn't that wild?
you know.
Yeah. So loophole, we found a way to get around wearing this coonskin cap. But it's funny because it wasn't, they were thinking about like how athletic and manual the canoes are, because
They are not.
another fun fact, they are not on a track. They are free floating boats out on the rivers of America. And if you, don't row, you don't go. And so I think they were taking that in consideration because the hats, it was more of a headband. There was no top to them.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no top. It's just like it's like a
sweatband with a tail?
It's like a Davy Crockett visor.
Oh.
It's
How unfortunate.
yeah, it's very unfortunate. So yeah, so we had really cool costumes. I really liked them, but it was really fun because we would take these tours around the river and we would tell jokes and have a good time. And we actually got into some chaos, which I'll save those stories for a later date. Yeah. You have to subscribe now to listen to these stories. So yeah, so we would get into all kinds of trouble on the river. My union rep was well aware of who I was and my partner. And it was great because after 20-ish, 19 years, what was this? Maybe 4 weeks ago, we're walking through DCA and I hear this voice of somebody talking and I knew it was like just memories came back. I knew it was my old boat mate, my old canoe mate from the canoes from 19 years ago. And this guy was a lot older than I was at the time. And so obviously he's a lot older than I am now, but he's still working at the park. He's actually in custodial now at DCA, which was really cool. His name is Rick and he's amazing. And we had so much fun, very involved in Disneyland. There's another one out on the canoes. She's still there, I think, but if not, she's in Critter Country. Her name's Jessica. She still works there. Longtime employees, longtime cast members. It's really cool.
Time.
So anyway, so I worked on the canoes at Disneyland, and it was 2 of the best years of my life, and I had so much fun. And so the love just kind of kept on going, and I went as much as I could. I moved away from California for a lot of years, 8 years. When I came back, I said, the first thing I do when I moved back to California, I'm getting a pass for my kiddo and myself. And I did. And we went every weekend we could.
I didn't have school.
Because you didn't have school.
She
She was a
still.
baby. She was little. And it was kind of fun because through all this time, we had started going quite a bit and we would get into these lines for rides and we'd meet people. And it was like, oh, hey, we're from South Carolina. And I'm like, oh, we live here. And so we have, exchange stories like you do. And by the time we would get onto a ride and get off and say goodbye, Kenzie was in love with these people. She was 4. So it was sad. And she's like, when are we going to see my friends again? I'm like, oh, that's a sad story. We're not.
We don't know them.
I don't know them. I don't even know their
never
name.
See them ever
So
again.
having to explain that to a kid was not fun. So I decided I need to make some friends. And so what did I do? I took to the old social media and Facebook groups, and I found a large Disneyland enthusiast group, a Disneyland enthusiast group.
Yeah.
And I started.
It's not the one you're thinking. It's the other one.
Yeah.
People who are listening who are fans of those things,
It's not the good one. It was the bad one.
It's the one where everybody
And
fought all the time.
yeah, it was just lots of fights and toxicity. However, I met some great friends, people that had the same mindset, go to Disneyland all the time. They love Walt Disney. They love the parks. They just have a great time and, come in all the time. So made some friends, hung out with them quite a bit. I met you.
I did
online. We met online.
We became acquainted
but we
online.
didn't do it wasn't like online dating.
No,
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
No.
It's hard to explain that
We
sometimes.
chatted as friends online without ever saying that there was anything more than that. It was a friendly hello, and that was about it.
Maybe a comment on each other's post.
Yeah.
At most.
Happy birthdays.
Happy birthdays.
Happy birthday, bud.
Happy birthday, bud. You called me bud. You did. And I was like, oh, that's fun.
Happy birthday, bud.
But then I was making more friends. I started a social club.
Oh, that's a story for another day.
That is a long story. There's a lot.
That's a still going story.
It's a still going story. We
thought we left.
We still hang out, and we're gonna have some special guests probably from that club, the Wonderlanders. Landers.
Oh.
So the Wonderlanders was a Disneyland social club that started shortly after the Neverlanders social club. I actually got in touch with Angel and asked permission to use Durs at the end of Wonderland.
Oh.
Fun fact.
Shout out.
Yeah. Shout out to Angel and Cindy and all the Neverlander crew.
What?
Oh, I'm so glad you didn't do rap horns.
I know. I held it in. I held it.
So started that up, and it got a little bit out of hand.
A little bit.
Blew up a little bit. Lots of
There was a
people
lot of
wearing
clothes.
denim at Disneyland.
Remember when we
That's
got
going to be an
our
entire.
t-shirts?
That's
I mean,
yes.
Not
our-
it
our
wasn't
work
a
shirts.
t-shirt. It was they were mechanic
So
shirts.
that we weren't wearing denim like everyone else. But I still like the vest. It looked cool. Yeah. But that is a story for another day. That's going to be an entire episode on social clubs. Maybe I can get old Angel on the line for it.
That would be nice.
That'd be cool, right?
We haven't
Talk to
talked
Angel
to
and Cindy.
them in forever.
I talked to him not too long ago. He's
Well,
doing
I
well.
have
For
not
everybody
talked to
listening, Angel's well. So did the social club thing, and then you and I met in the park on Dapper Day. Which again, another episode in itself, Dapper Day and all those festivities.
A lot to talk about.
It's a lot. There's a lot to do, a lot to know, a lot of people to know.
And especially all the things that are at the expo that people don't even realize.
Oh, so many things. So next time around, we're going to do on the scene coverage coming to you live. Maybe not live.
Ooh, yeah,
but
that might be really loud.
Yeah, it could be really chaotic. But we will do an episode on Dapper Day because there's a lot of fun things to do. But yeah, so we met at Dapper Day, got along just fine.
He was okay.
She was okay. Hung out quite a bit, dated, and just went to Disneyland a lot. And that brings us here.
Married.
Old. So old. Just a product.
I'm pretty sure the reason my body hurts right now is from being at Disneyland last night.
Well, yeah, we were there all day.
I just haven't recovered yet. And my body's like, please go to bed.
But that's something that we don't think about a lot as annual pass holders. Because I think there's two camps. There's the camp that I'm going to get every bit of Disney into my day as possible, even though I can come whenever I want. Mm-hmm. Or maybe they have a pass that they don't get in all the time, which that's a thing too. Mm-hmm. And then there's people like us who, hey, it's 3 p.m. You want to go to Disneyland? Sure.
We have nothing else going
Get
on
there
today.
by like.
I was supposed to do laundry, but why would I stay home and do
laundry?
that?
Let's go to Disneyland. So we go to the parks, get there around 5, go grab some dinner, walk around, catch up with some people if we need. Get a bow from the Hideaway. That's heaven.
Raspberry pineapple swirl Dole Whip.
The beef bow.
Vegetable bow.
I could beef.
Scar the kitten, please don't play with electrical wires.
Just grab some. Oh, it's so good. But anyway, yeah, grab some food, grab some snacks, walk around, maybe grab a ride. I mean, there are literally days we don't go on a single ride. We're just
I don't need it. I know I'll be back.
Loving Disney. So that's kind of where we're at. That's our love for Disney.
Yeah.
That's who we are as people. And so coming soon, here's a little plug for episode number 1, folks.
Aw. Curtis Connor. Shout out.
Curtis Connor.
He's
if you want to
he's
talk.
explicit. So
Yeah, he's very
families
explicit.
be warned.
Yeah, don't listen to him. He's terrible. Let's cut that out. I'm gonna say cut that out for a lot of things and just like leave him in. So it's really awkward. We're like, oh, look, we got exclusives.
Cut that.
That's what happens when you subscribe to our podcast. You get exclusive content every single week. Exclusive to all subscribers and listeners.
Even if you accidentally turned us on. You
Even
thought
if
this
you
was
just
something else.
Yeah. Oh wait, this isn't a magician's podcast from rural America.
Main
No, it
Street.
is in fact Main Street,
Illinois.
USA, Disneyland, Anaheim, California. We will talk
California,
just
here
a little-
we come.
just a
Aw.
little bit of R.I.P.
car.
trolleys. However, I know you said this earlier. We were talking about this earlier. The red car trolley says that it's under refurbishment, but I've also read that it's not coming back at all.
It has
So
said
I am
that it is under refurbishment since before they made the announcement that it wasn't coming back. And then the performers did the last show. I think it was on my birthday in
but
July.
that doesn't mean the trolley's not coming back. I don't think it is either. I believe what I
think
heard.
they're disrupting the track and where they store it.
I think they may be turning it from that other gate. If you're okay, folks. If you're staring at Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, to the right is where the trolleys normally came out of. And that's actually where they're doing construction right now for the Avengers campus. But on the left-hand side, there's another gate, and that's where the parade would come out. Do you remember?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So maybe they're redirecting
Aw.
the track. This is far-fetched. Probably not true ever, but it could be.
A girl can dream.
What if they keep it? I just think it's so charming.
California, here we
I'm
go.
if they bring the performance back, fantastic. I think the trolley is just a charming addition to the park.
It is.
I don't know.
And if not, fill
We
in
can
those
hope.
tracks. I see people break their ankle.
Yeah.
Remember, there was a little girl the other day. It
Just
wasn't even
babies.
at. It wasn't even at DCA. It was at
Was
Disneyland.
that Disneyland?
That track dropped her hard.
Yeah, very.
She went
hard.
straight down. Didn't even like kind of fall. Just straight down.
Tip or trick. Tips and tricks.
Watch the track.
Watch the tracks. Be aware of where your feet are. And
I
it's-
saw a girl's shoe get stuck, and she kept walking
Yeah.
without it, and
Yeah.
then went, "Oh,
my feet just know the park now.
my feet turn sideways."
That
when
sounds
I know
like
they're
such a
around.
pretentious thing to say.
I just know where the park
tracks are.
Ooh.
But seriously, I don't ever worry about it. But anyway, tangent again. Get ready for it, folks. If you keep listening with us, it's an adventure. It's a choose your own adventure.
Do you want to hear the real story, or do you want to hear what is kind of related to the
Yeah.
story that I thought of randomly off the top of my head?
All right, episode number 1 is going to be about what? Six Flags Magic Mountain.
I was like, I don't even know.
Or you can choose option number 2, which is going to be
Food.
what kind of food?
Holiday food.
For what?
Festival of Holidays.
Festival of Holidays.
We're gonna
I'm
eat
so excited.
so-
I'm so excited about this. So we're going to Disney's California Adventure Park this weekend, DCA.
I said I was going to lose
Good
weight.
old gate number 2.
Not happening.
We're going and we're going to eat so much food because we're going to be partaking in
The Sip and Savor.
the Sip and Savor Pass.
We're buying 2.
So we're getting 2. You get 8 items per pass. And if you don't know what this is, listen along. The 2019 Disney Festival of Holidays Sip and Savor Pass, for a very small fee of $56 per person,
Wow.
you will get a pass that will buy you 8 items. We're getting 2, and we're going to split each item, which means
16 items.
16 items. So
That's
this
where
is
it
where
belonged.
it belonged
That's
there.
where it
You did it.
I know.
You found it.
I did it.
So, in my best game show announcer voice, explore seasonal cuisine sure to make your days merry, bright, and filled with gourmet delights. Embark on an Epicurean adventure with the Sip and Savor Pass, which consists of a commemorative credential lanyard and coupons. Redeemable for food and beverage offerings, excluding alcohol, at participating festival food marketplace kiosks and dining locations.
Wow.
I know.
I didn't know about that
So
excluding
they've
alcohol
got
part. I was
so much good stuff at these little kiosks. If you're there this weekend, please go look. I don't make a commission off of the passes.
I wish.
but
Could you imagine?
$56 is nothing when you compare it to the savings you'll find throughout the park.
That's great. You're great.
That was a nonsensical statement.
Nope.
Anyway, so a twist on tradition, brews and bites, favorite things, grandma's recipes, holiday duets, making spirits bright. Wonder what that's going to be. I was reading Merry wash-ups.
Oh.
Sorry. Merry mashups and winter Sliderland.
Ooh.
How clever.
Fancy.
So I'm getting really excited to check this out. Also, we got ours this past weekend, but don't forget that Disneyland has a ton of Christmas ornaments.
Oh, we got 3.
We got 3 this weekend. So it's become our
Goodbye.
family tradition to just purchase.
More than one.
It's only $20.
Yes.
I forgot about that. We did save some money. Plus your AP discount.
Mm-hmm.
But you think we were making money off of this?
I know. I just want people to
Oh,
save
we could
money.
wish. I want people to save money. Disneyland can be a daunting thing when it comes to your finances. So save money where you can. And guess what?
What?
If you listen to the Magic on Main Street podcast, we will give you all the tips and tricks you need to know to save money this year.
And I'll tell you what tastes really good.
Really good. Yeah. So don't forget about ornaments. Buy 3, get them for $20 a piece. There's some nuances there. Some of them aren't on sale, but it's fine. But it's a fun little way.
To $24.99.
Yeah. It's a fun little tradition though. Now that we've done this for
6 years.
6 years, maybe. This is our 6th year of doing it.
Yeah.
Not 6 consecutive years.
Well, even not doing it at the parks, we were still getting a Disney ornament at the Hallmark
That's
store.
true. Hallmark always hooked
Thanks,
us up.
Hallmark.
Hallmark.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, that'd be that'd be so cool. Yeah, so ornaments are going on right now. This is a great time for a family trip for those of you looking for a last minute thing to do for the holidays. It's a little bit on the pricey side, I'm not going to lie, but it's fun. The holidays are fun. If you
It's
know
so
me,
magical.
Sean
is the Grinch.
I am not the Grinch.
Sean is Scrooge.
I'm not Scrooge either. Which Scrooge? McDuck?
Yes.
He's kind of cool. He can swim in gold.
I wish.
No, I'm not a Scrooge, but I don't like the holidays unless it's the holiday time. I'm not.
He puts stipulations on when
Debate
I'm allowed
me.
to listen
Fight
to
me.
Christmas music.
No, fight me. If you believe that you should only celebrate Christmas after Thanksgiving, hit that subscribe button.
Aw.
If you don't think that and you think you can celebrate Christmas literally after Halloween, hit that subscribe button. See what we did there? You see what we did there?
Because, okay, so it goes Halloween until the 31st of October.
Yes.
And then from the 1st till whatever day is right before Thanksgiving is Christmas.
Yeah.
Then there's Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And then it's Christmas until December 31st.
Yeah, but it's too
It's
much.
allowed.
But yeah,
It's allowed.
no,
It is.
it's not.
Says who? The Christmas
Just me.
police?
But I don't think I'm the Grinch for thinking that. So
debatable.
it's whatever. It's fine.
My
It's
Christmas
fine.
lights still aren't up.
That's true. We went to Disneyland.
There's been other days.
On that
Tangent.
note, tangent.
Sean's in trouble.
Seasonal food. We're going to be talking about that next week. That is our number one priority this weekend.
I just got scolded.
Please do not snort into the microphone.
That wasn't a snort. I thought I was going to sneeze, and I would rather have a little bit of a sniffle instead of an
Got
achoo.
the Sniffy
into the-
McGee's in this room.
There's dust in here.
It's dusty.
It's very
We're in
dusty.
our spare bedroom with an
AKA
air mattress against the wall
AKA
because that's
what
where
Daniel
Daniel's
calls
going to
his
sleep over
bedroom.
on. It's a sleepover night. We're recording a podcast, episode number 0.5.
0.5.
It's the promo promo episode, which has now gone on for
Way too long.
an unreasonable amount of time.
What are we at?
Oh, I don't know.
This should have
Enough.
been like 12
Enough.
minutes.
Yeah, but you know what?
Max.
This is what people can expect when they listen to the Magic on Main Street podcast. Coming to you
Live
Live.
from Temecula.
recorded in front of a live studio audience.
I know.
I know. That's too good.
We're hilarious. I know. Oh, stop. It's fine.
That's so good. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank
you for being here.
Thank you for crowding into this spare bedroom.
I know.
At our home.
This is like a 10 by 10.
It's hot in here, but
It is
thanks for
warm.
sticking it out, guys. But on a serious note, not really serious.
No, we're just going to say goodbye.
No, we're not going to say goodbye because
Oh.
what's coming now? We talked about it.
Oh.
It's a big treat
It is.
because Walt Disney was known for his sound bites. He had so many great one-liners. So many.
That you can hear in the Imagineering story.
In the
on Disney
Imagineering.
Plus.
Yes. If you
That's another thing for another day.
folks, if you have not listened,
We're going to get
no.
copyrighted.
If you have not watched the Imagineering story on Disney Plus, do yourself a favor. If you like anything about Disneyland, Disney World, any of the parks around the world, if you love anything about Disney theme parks, watch the Imagineering story. It's
Yes.
fascinating. And it's a pretty I don't know. It could be biased. I don't know. It seems like a pretty it's on both sides of the spectrum where it tells some really hard truths.
I mean, they were very open about how much they did not like Michael Eisner at the end. So
Well, that was yeah.
I'm just saying, like they're being honest.
No, for sure. They're being honest. And he's participating in the show, which is awesome to hear his side of everything. But the Imagineering story is fantastic. Please go watch it. Anywho, tangent. We probably don't need to call them out every time.
No.
Because it happens very often. Bringing it back. So I'm going to leave you with our quote of the week.
It's beautiful.
I love that so much. We keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things because we're curious and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. That's my favorite Walt Disney quote.
It makes me feel warm inside.
I actually just used this quote at work. I put it in the end of an email. It was a thank you email to my team at work because I have a really cool team at work. A lot of great people. Daniel works with me. He's a great people. I don't know. It's just I've always appreciated Walt's outlook on life. It was always like, what's next? We're moving on to the next thing. Like we're going to be the greatest, and it shows. It shows in the work that he put in, and it shows in the work ethic that he built into his Imagineers and his all of his cast members. What do you think?
Agreed.
Yeah. So I use that. I also like to shorten that one with keep moving forward, which was actually in the movie Meet the Robinsons. It was a pretty significant piece of that movie. Pretty cool.
Big head and little arms. That's the only part I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, I don't really remember that movie much. But yeah, so that is our quote of the day. And it looks like that might be our promo episode.
Yeah.
We did it.
Thanks, guys.
We did, guys. Thank you.
Stop.
You in the back. Stop. Please sit down. Thank you. So we want to thank you so much. I always said if I had a radio show, it would just be just nonstop effects, just sound bites, laugh tracks. Anyway, we do want to thank you so much for joining us on this new adventure. If you have any comments, questions, or any stories you want to share with us, maybe share with our audience, hit us up on Instagram.
We got an Instagram.
We have an Instagram, and you can find us at Magic on Main Pod.
Perfect.
Pod is for podcast.
POD.
Yeah, Magic on Main Pod. Check us out. We just started that up. It's as new as this podcast. So not a lot of content yet, but it's going to be streaming soon. We're going to be just putting up pictures of cool things around the parks. Maybe some fun stories from our fans or friends or whatever. Look for
little shout outs to the people that we told you guys we were going to
little shout outs to the people we're going to be talking about. We are going to have some fun people joining us in the future.
Yay,
We've got
family.
some people that are going to be talking about different merchandise, pin trading, social clubs. That was a hot topic for a while. Let's see if we can make it cool again. Probably
2013.
not. We have a lot coming. So make sure you subscribe. Leave us a review if you would like. It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you have to. You can still listen if you don't. And
it would be really awesome.
it would be really cool. And please help us spread some magic by sharing our little podcast with the Disney lovers in your lives. On behalf of Tabitha, Daniel, Kenzie, Scar the kitten, and myself, thank you so much for listening to the Magic on Main Street podcast. See you real soon. That was magical.
And here you may savor the challenge and promise of the future.